It's fair to say that no one has done more to champion Canadian design and designers than Sam Carter. He's a mentor and friend to generations of artists over a wide range of disciplines.
He is exceptionally supportive of everyone on every level of art.
I love him. He's done so much for people. He's so helpful. He's so understanding. I met him in second year Emily Carr, and he followed me. He watched what I was doing. He was always interested.
And Sam has been there for me all these years, and I know that many of the people here can say the same thing.
What drives Sam?
Yeah.
Love. Love of people, love of country, love of place.
He is always on the go. He's always on a plane. He's always doing something. And it's always interesting working with people, working with students, working with young people in any language, any part of the world.
He designs really fine furniture, but his passion is designing exhibitions all over the world, promoting talented Canadian designers in the UK, China, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Malaysia, and across North America.
Yeah, I think the purpose from my perspective is to be able to share all of this and to be doing it in a very responsible manner, that's somewhat academic, but at the same time providing it for individuals that might live anywhere in the world and want to know a little bit more about Canada and what we make and how we do it.
Sam has been collecting Canadian design for more than 40 years. His 5,000 pieces in 200 categories fill his house, his basement, his studio offices, and this amazing hallway.
Two of my favorite pieces in the hall here are these Sampson Matthews posters that were sent over to London in the late 1920s to invite people to come and live in Canada.
The hallway is a kind of workspace that helps him design exhibitions.
Above me are some crests that are made for the expo in Vancouver's sister city, Yokohama, in 1989. A team from Emily Carr University of Art and Design and myself put together the pavilion there.
Now he's donating his collection to the Emily Carr University of Art and Design, where he taught for 45 years. At the new campus, they've created the Sam Carter Foundation Room. On opening day, he regaled a steady stream of visitors with stories of his favorite pieces. Cover paintings for Canadian steamship menus, needlepoint rugs made in 1910 in Labrador, all kinds of product packaging, some Canadian kitsch, a kind of people's art, some made in Canada but not about Canada, some about Canada made somewhere else. Did you know that Disney once owned the rights to the RCMP brand?
The RCMP was wise enough to get their brand back in their own ownership, and they now have shops that sell RCMP dolls and souvenirs and ephemera and memorabilia. This came out in the late 1800s, and it starts in Eastern Canada and goes all the way to Western Canada in 30 chapters, beautiful steel engravings. And these two guys back here, this is A.J. Cassons, and they had discovered something called silkscreen technology. And half of the group of them had money, and half of them were working. Well, the working guys helped define something called point of sales or advertising. And there's no way that you could get away with anyone not including the maple leaf as part of Canadian design history. It just is. I love this piece. Stanfield's unshrinkable underwear. This is a very, very, very special one. It's hard to get anything as authentic and old as this. These are cutouts that give you a kind of a diverse dress-up, a dress code for Pierre Elliott Trudeau as he goes to the west. Pierre paints a pretty picture. Pierre goes east. Do you see those symbols up in the upper left-hand corner? Do you know what that means? Olympics. So these were from the posters for the Olympics way back in 1976. The real purpose of this collection is to reach students from all walks of life, whether they're in elementary school or have their second or third PhD. I'm trying to come up with a language that both of those groups can understand, the beginners and the truly advanced. I've narrowed it down to about 200 categories that we use to define what Canadian design is. And then eventually I'm going to take those 200 and put it into 25, and those 225 will go to Emily Carr. The rest I'm putting in bags, and we're going to have a big fundraiser, and the people get to take the rest of it home in bags.
Sam is about being a global citizen at the ultimate level, and so he totally deserves this award.
I can't think of a cooler guy that deserves this award, and he should have got it years ago, or maybe he should have 3 or 4 by now.
And tonight we're celebrating him. Isn't that wonderful?
So what do you get out of this?
What do I get out of this? Maybe that I've contributed to the knowledge of this incredible culture and country of Canada. Sounds really kind of maudlin, but that's it.